Hey guys, how you doing? It's this one with Liberty Graphic Designs. Don't go anywhere. We bought a big heat press and we're gonna put it together right now, so don't go anywhere. Okay, so we bought one of these Chinese presses, right? I was supposed to get a bigger one, twice as big as this one, but it was a used press, and that press was a 3-phase, and I still needed to get a phase converter for that press. Well, that was going to cost me an extra $1,500 just to get the phase converter, and we opted to go with a brand new press. It's a Chinese press, but you know, we're going to use it for a little bit because I really want to get a Geonite. One of those humongous presses, but that press is $10,000 and the other one is $12,000. The one that I want is about $12,000 to $13,000. I don't have that kind of money, so that's why we went with this one. This one cost us $2,600 plus shipping, you know, and stuff like that. But yeah, this is what we opted to go with. So we're gonna put this together. You're not gonna see the unboxing because it came in a pallet. The pallet is outside because this thing is super heavy. I have no idea how I'm going to put that on top of the base once I build it. But I didn't want to bring the pallet in here again because it's so heavy. So what you're going to be seeing in this video is just me putting the base together, and then we're going to find a way to put this on top of the base. That's what this video is going to be about. I already tested the press. The press works right here. So this is my first test. So it actually works. Everything checked out okay. It works perfectly fine. Everything is fine. I put a plug in it just, you know, to test it because I didn't want to build everything together and then the press doesn't work. So that's why I put it together, to make sure that everything works and everything does work. So let's get all the stuff that we need to put this base together. There's no instructions because, I mean, come on, it's just bolts and nuts and these panels. So again, all I'm doing here is just putting the nuts and bolts together. There's literally nothing to it. I mean, there's you'll see the panel. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can barely see it. You'll see those holes in there. So the other panel has the same holes on the other side. So that's what I'm doing, just putting these bolts right through the hole and then putting a nut and washer and lock washer on the other side. That's it. Again, nothing to it. Okay, so in the past I noticed that some people get mad because I don't show what I'm doing. And literally all I'm doing is putting a bolt, pushing it through the hole, and then putting a nut and washer on the other side. That's all I'm doing. But again, I noticed that some people in the past, they actually get mad because they say, well, we want to see. It's like, come on, I'm just putting a bolt together. But some of you get mad. And I'm still not showing you. To me, it's like, guys, I'm just putting a piece of, you know, I'm just putting a bolt through a hole and putting a nut and washer. Okay, I got one more bolt and then I get to tighten everything. So here you go. This is what I'm going to use. I'm going to use a chain. And this 1.5 inch square tubing. Hopefully it holds. I'm gonna set it off at the ceiling right there, and I'm gonna crank it with a camelon. Like I always say, don't worry, it's already paid for. You know, the guy that bought all my screen printing equipment, his name is Eddie Brown. It's funny because he said, how are we gonna load all this stuff in the truck? So don't worry, we got it. He was laughing because of the stuff I did. I built the ramp to get all the stuff in his truck. He was just laughing. So Eddie, this is what I'm doing so I can load heat press on top of the base. Okay, so here goes nothing. One of two things. Either this thing's gonna fall, or the entire garage is gonna come crashing down. But I know I got some haters over there watching me. I know there's some of you that are hoping that I drop this thing. Almost there. There you go. It's not on the base, but it's there. I am so sorry if I disappointed some of you by not dropping it. Because you know there's some haters out there that would have loved for me to drop this thing. So there you go. Both of the screws are in, or bolts. They're not screws, they're actually bolts. So now I can start bringing this thing down. Yes, bringing it down takes quite a bit. Oh, there you go. There you go. Now I can get rid of this thing. Oh boy, it is hot in here, guys. I got the AC off because it makes so much noise. And for the video, I have it off, so that's why I'm sweating. But this thing's got a lot of scratches on it. And then I already put some more scratches on it. And the only thing I can think of is ride beats. Every time he gets a machine and this guy scratches, he's always complaining. So there you go. The press is on the base. All I have to do is tighten those two bolts, and we'll be set to go. I got a lot of dust on it from me cranking it, and the ladder was really dirty, so I got some dirt on it. But now all I gotta do is have to put the plug in. Again, the plug that I have in there right now, it's not the correct plug. I mean, it's a 220 plug, but it's not the one that I'm gonna use for the wall, because this one is a little too small, and it's gonna overheat and burn the plug real quick, or very easily. So I'm gonna replace it with one of these, and that's all I gotta do next. So again, this part right here, I am not gonna show you guys. Not like I show you any of the build, right? But this part, I'm not gonna tell you how to do this because this is electrical. Somebody can hurt themselves really bad. So I am not an electrician. By all means, I'm not an electrician. But I'm still not gonna, if you have any questions on how to wire this together, you should consult an actual electrician, not me. Okay? That one. So one of the reasons why I'm not showing you is because this one, it only has 3 wires. And there's a guy out there that believes that he knows everything about electricity. That idiot can't even tell which one is the hot, which one is the neutral, and which one is ground. So So again, I apologize because some of you, I know some of you are gonna get mad because I get this all the time. If you're not showing us, then why are you telling us? You know, because this is a safety hazard. That's why. Big time safety hazard. Now, one thing I am gonna do later on is this cord right here. It's like it looks like 8 feet long. What I am gonna do in the future is I'm gonna get a longer one and I'm gonna replace this cord. Simply because if you see, this is my sewing machine. The plug for this is actually behind that sewing machine. So the press is gonna be like right here, and this press gets super hot. And I don't want to be sewing because we're gonna be making all over t-shirts. I don't want to be sewing in the big old hot press is right behind me. So I wanna have a longer cord where I can move the press out of the way and it won't bother me. So there you go, electrical is done. This one I only need 3 prongs because even though this is a 220, it only has a hot and then a ground. So I don't need anything else. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna plug it in. One thing I do every time I do new electrical work like this, a new plug, I actually turn the breaker off and then I plug it in just in case something is wrong. My hand is not right there. So let me go turn the breaker off and then I'll turn this back on. Another thing I always use also is one of these little testers to make sure that it's not hot. So like if you see me touch, see that? I don't know if you can hear that beeping. That means it's hot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna test the plug for this machine. See, nothing. So that means it's safe for me to plug this in. And as you can see, the wire, there's no beeping. I mean, it beeps right there, right? It's just detecting the wire, but it's not constantly beeping. So I'm gonna go turn the breaker on and then we'll test it, make sure we have power. Now you see, now if I hold it to the wire, you see that? And this light turns out red to let me know, hey, don't touch it, it's hot. So now we can turn this on. So as you can see, the machine is working right now. It's reading 107 degrees Fahrenheit because again, I already tested it earlier. I know it works. So the press is actually still warm from earlier. When I open it, just so you can get an idea how big it is, and sure enough, I mean it's pretty warm. But again, it was already on earlier. So there you go. That's it, guys. That's it for this video. Again, I wasn't going to show any printing, none of that. I already tested the machine. I know the machine works. So there's my first sublimated piece of material. On the next video though, stay tuned because we're going to be sublimating the entire shirt. So that's the part for the front of it's beeping because it's telling me that it already reached the 30 seconds. Move this out of the way. Okay, so in the next video, I'm gonna be printing the first shirt. This is gonna be the front. Is it? No, this is the back of the shirt. So stay tuned because that's gonna be our first ever print, or yeah, our first ever shirt made on this machine. So stay tuned, don't go anywhere. That's it for this video, guys. I just wanted to show you that I was gonna put this machine together. I know I didn't teach you how to put it together because it wasn't a tutorial, but it was very, very simple. I'll leave a link in the description below if you guys want to get one of these presses. I actually got it from, like I said, Amazon. It's $2,600 plus shipping. You know, shipping, I cannot tell you the shipping cost because I don't know where you live. But again, if you guys want to try one of these machines out, I'll leave a link in the description below. And I'm gonna let the press warm up so I can print the first shirt. And I'll actually walk you through the entire thing of how to print the shirt, how we actually sew it together on these machines that we have behind me. And that will be a nice video. So thank you guys. Thank you for watching this set for this video. If you made it this far, thank you for supporting. For those of you that was hoping that I dropped the machine, I am so sorry to disappoint you. For those haters of mine, I am so sorry I did not drop the machine. But anyways, I say guys, hey guys, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, go ahead and subscribe and ding the bell so you're notified when I upload new videos. You don't have to ding the bell, but I would really appreciate it if you guys subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys. It was a pleasure like always, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye bye now. God bless you. See you later.